All right, welcome back to Gorzart's free piano lesson 1.7 in C major, and we are going to review everything that we've covered thus far from lesson 1.1, 1.2, all the way up through 1.6. And try, so, I want to get you fluent on this C major thing so we can move on. And we're going to learn some scales and learn how to do a little soloing here, hopefully in the next 2 or 3 lessons. And let's start off from the very beginning. And I want to reiterate, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I think you'll automatically be on it when you view this lesson, even though you're on Facebook. I think you can still subscribe to it right there. Just hit the subscribe button if you see it. And so anyway, please do so. And remember, set aside a few minutes each day, at least about 10 minutes each day, at least 10 and more. It's better really if you can practice about 30 minutes or even an hour, but at least give yourself 10 to 15 minutes every day. Spend a few minutes and just try to accomplish a little bit at a time. Remember, your fingers are numbered. Your thumbs are number 1, index number 2, your middle finger's number 3, your ring finger's number 4, and your pinky's number 5. And starting on a C note, which is always the first white note to the left of the twin black keys. You got twin blacks and triple blacks. Twins, triples, all the way up and down the keyboard. Every white note to the left of the twins, the double black notes, is a C. And you go up the alphabet: C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And the way you do that is to keep your fingers fluid so you can learn how to move around and get used to moving your fingers. Start on the 1, your thumb on C, 1, 2, 3, then put your thumb under and catch that F with your 1 finger, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And that's 1 octave that you've traveled from that C up to that C. And the numbers of your fingers, 1, 2, 3. Cross under and start with the 1 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, in the left hand, it's the same thing. You're just starting with the 5 instead of the 1, traveling from C to C, any place on the keyboard, any octave. Start with the 5 finger, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then cross over above instead of going under with the 3rd finger, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, under, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the right hand you will cross under, the left hand you cross over. Okay. We are going to take the C major chord. A C major chord, and most chords are referred to as triads. That makes a full chord of at least 3 notes. And the C major is the 1 and the 3 and the 5th finger in the right hand. Just put your hands on the keyboard, start on C, and give 1 finger for each note, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and play the 1, the 3, and the 5 together at the same time. And that is a C major chord. Okay, in the left hand, you start with the pinky, the 5 on the C, and the middle finger on the E, and the thumb, the first finger, on the G. Okay. And if you're going to use both hands, ascending and descending in C, just playing the notes. Okay, now playing the C major chord, ascending and descending, learn how to cross over your hands. And remember, when we do the chords, we're only playing 3 notes, the major triad. And starting on C, I'm going to come down here and give myself a little bit of room and play 2 or 3 octaves to do this exercise. C, E, G, and that's 5, 3, 1. C, E, G, 1, 3, 5. So 5, 3, 1, 1, 3, 5. 5, 3, 1, 1, 3, 5. And then go backwards. 5, 3, 1, 1, 3, 5, 5, 3, 1, 1, 3, 5. Okay, and then you can invert the C major chord, and there's going to be 2 inversions. The first and second inversion of all major chords, regardless of what it's C, D, A, B, whatever. But we are in C, and that major triad is C, E, G. And since we're starting on the C as the first note, that is referred to as the tonic position. C is tonic, and it's just the name of a degree. And of course there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 degrees, and then you start over again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we'll talk about degrees and what they mean and how you can refer to them. You'll hear a lot of musicians, especially in rock and country, referring to the 1-4-5 chord progression. And that is always the first chord, the 1 chord in C major. That would be the C major chord. Okay, the 4 chord, count your fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is going to be F major, and you play it the same shape as you do the C. The 1, the 3rd finger, and the 5th finger. And those notes in F major are F, A, and C. So the 1 chord is C, the 4 chord is F, the 5 chord is G, because count your fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The note under the 5th finger is going to be G. It's going to be the 5th degree. And you'll always be able to figure out what the 1, 4, and 5 chords are just by knowing that, and count them up. And you need to learn the number of steps and the order that they're written in, for lack of a better word. But anyway, the steps in C major, and that the step is the distance from one note to the very next note, because there's a half step between C and C sharp. There's a half step between C sharp and D. Half to a D sharp, half to an E, a half to an F, because there's no black note in between E and F. So you go the scale order of steps for in the major scale is whole, half, whole, half, because you start on C. You don't count that you haven't traveled yet, so you're still on C. To the next step, you go a whole step up to D, a whole step up to E, and then a half step to F, which is the very next white key, but it has no black key in between. So E has no sharp, F has no flat. Start over again. C, a whole, half, whole, half. So it's whole, half, whole, half. Whole, half, whole, half is the step formula that you have to remember. And when we get into other keys, it's easy to tell you what I'm talking about in C, because there are really no black keys involved in C major. However, I'm not saying that right, but I am teaching you correctly. But I might make some mistakes. And the inversions I started talking about a while ago. In C major, C, E, and G are the notes of the C major triad. Okay, the first inversion, instead of starting on that C, put your thumb on that where your middle finger was, on that E, and you're either your middle finger on the G. I use my second finger when I do that first inversion. And I put my pinky on the C, E, G, C. C, E, G, E, G, C. It's the same chord. It just sounds, it's voiced a little bit higher. Okay, the second inversion is start on the G. Put your thumb where your pinky was and your index finger on the C and your fourth, your ring finger or your pinky on the E, whichever is most comfortable for you. But that's three ways to play the same chord. C, E, G, E, G, C, G, C, E. It's all C major. And I just make a habit of practice those inversions, practicing them over and over and changing the positions. It'll help, really help train your hand to get around. Go, as far as you want to, up and down the keyboard. And on the left hand, I was just playing an octave C. One C under my thumb, and the other C under my pinky. Okay, that's enough review for this lesson, and we'll see you next time.